Mercedes just brought back the S63 twin-turbo V8 all-wheel drive, 612 horsepower, a 9-speed transmission, and technology so advanced it practically drives itself. The automotive world lost its mind. But here's the question nobody is asking. What if the car Mercedes killed to make room for it was actually better? Not faster off the line, not sharper around a corner, better in the way that only 12 cylinders firing in perfect sequence at 2,000 RPM can make a luxury sedan feel like it belongs in a completely different category altogether. Today, we are putting the Mercedes-AMG S65 V12 under a microscope, exhaust interior, exterior, and by the end of this video, you are going to understand exactly why collectors are quietly paying more for this discontinued machine than some brand new S-Class configurations are listed for. Open the hood of the S65, and you're looking at a 6.0-liter twin-turbocharged V12, hand-assembled at the AMG factory in Affalterbach, signed by a single engineer, producing 621 horsepower and a torque figure so violent, it shattered what Mercedes' own 7-speed transmission could handle at the time. 1,000 Newton meters, that number arrives at just 2,000 revolutions per minute and holds flat all the way to 4,000 revolutions per minute. A wall of force so wide and sustained that the car never needs to search for power, never needs to downshift aggressively, never needs to announce itself. It simply moves, effortlessly, inevitably. The S63 beside it produces 612 horsepower from a 4.0-liter V8. On paper, the gap is close. In reality, the experience is not the same conversation, where the S63 feels fast, urgent, purposeful, rewarding. The S65 feels inevitable. There is no drama, no theatrics, just 4,960 pounds of German engineering dismissing physics with quiet contempt. The V12 does not build to power the way an 8-cylinder does. It already has it, from the moment your foot touches the throttle. Here is where the S65 separates itself from everything else wearing an AMG badge. Cold start. The V12 settles into idle with a baritone rumble that sits somewhere between a mechanical heartbeat and a controlled detonation. Deep, layered, and completely unlike anything an 8-cylinder produces at rest. Under light acceleration, it is composed, almost whisper-like, the kind of sound a Rolls-Royce engineer would reference as an aspiration. But press the throttle past halfway, let the twin turbos build pressure, and the note transforms entirely. A rising complex surge of 12 pistons that reverberates differently depending on tunnel acoustics, road surface, and temperature. This is not a sound that can be synthesized. Active exhaust systems in modern performance cars simulate an emotion. The S65 produces one. Inside the cabin, the acoustic engineers at Mercedes calibrated the firewall specifically to let through just enough of that V12 frequency to remind the driver of what sits ahead of them, while filtering out everything uncomfortable. The result is a sound signature that enriches the driving experience without ever fatiguing the occupant. Stand back from the S65 and compare it to the current S63. The modern car is sharper, more angular, designed for the visual language of 2024. The S65 operates on a different principle entirely. Its proportions are long and deliberate, the extended wheelbase giving it a stance that communicates status rather than speed. The V12 specific front grille with 6 twin lamellas in high-gloss chrome is not a styling exercise. It is a declaration. The quad exhaust outlets at the rear are larger than anything fitted to the S63, framed by an AMG-specific diffuser that keeps the visual weight grounded and purposeful. The S65 Final Edition, limited to just 130 units worldwide, took this further. Obsidian black metallic over 20-inch multi-spoke wheels in matte bronze, with bronze-colored trim accents threading through the exterior details. It is one of the most restrained yet complete design statements Mercedes has produced in the modern era. No aggression, just absolute confidence. Step inside the S65, and the conversation about the S63 ends immediately. This is where Mercedes drew the sharpest line between its two flagship AMG sedans, a line that separated trim levels, materials, and philosophy. The S65 interior is based on the S600 architecture, not the S550. That distinction matters. Hard plastic surfaces found in the S63's door panels and armrests are replaced here with full premium leather coverage. The leather itself is not standard Mercedes specification. It is a smoother, softer finish grade that the brand reserves exclusively for its highest tier interiors. French diamond stitching runs across every seating surface. Genuine wood veneers and machined aluminum switchgear complete an environment that contemporary reviewers compared not to other AMG products, but to entry-level Bentley and Rolls-Royce configurations. The rear passenger experience in long wheelbase configuration is where the S65 truly operates without competition. Executives who specified this car new were not buying a driver's car. They were buying the finest mobile environment Mercedes had ever constructed. A space where the V12 soundtrack was carefully curated through the firewall, where magic body control scanned the road surface ahead and adjusted suspension damping before the wheel reached the imperfection, and where every surface that a passenger could touch had been selected to communicate that no compromise had been made. The new S63 is objectively faster. It reaches 60 miles per hour in 3.5 seconds against the S65's 4.2. Its all-wheel drive system puts power down with an efficiency the rear-wheel drive V12 cannot match. Its 9-speed transmission is technically superior. Its infotainment system is a generation ahead. And yet, the S65 commands a premium on the used market that its on-paper specifications cannot fully justify, because specifications are not what people are paying for. They are paying for the last hand-built V12 sedan that Mercedes will likely ever produce at volume. They are paying for a sound, a feeling, and a material quality that the efficiency demands of modern powertrains have made economically impossible to repeat. The S63 is the better machine for 2024. The S65 is the more significant one for history. That is the difference. And that is why, long after the current S63 becomes another depreciated performance sedan, the S65 V12 will still be discussed in the same conversation as the cars that defined what German engineering could achieve when cost was secondary to statement. If you made it this far, you already know the answer to the question in the title. The S65 is not better than the new S63 at everything. It is better at the things that cannot be engineered back into existence once they are gone. Subscribe if you want more deep dives into the machines that defined automotive eras. And drop in the comments which V12 you think deserves its own breakdown next. There are several candidates, and your vote determines what we cover.